What up, cappers, gamblers, punters? What up, low baggers? What it is, Friday, April 27th, the 10th show of the week. As you can see, the legend Loshak is not with us. The legend Loshak is resting in his treehouse, trying to get better. And send out your love to Loshak. He manned through this morning show, but we told him, rest in your treehouse, drink your lean Courvoisier and prune juice, get your shit together, hang out with some MILFs, bust a nut, come back and join us on Monday morning. So it is just me, so I need the cappers, and we got them in the house. My man Scotty Rock, Al Mack, Sean Robertson, David Hutton, Tom Moore, Zigzag Man, Jordan Smith. We're in business. Let's get right to it. We got to make some. We got to make some cash here. I've had a bad run. I was rolling too. It's just been about 2 or 3 days, and we got to make some bank. And I believe that we can with the team united. My man Twatty Latte saying I'm drinking this thing called apple pie moonshine, and now I'm partially blind. Okay, good. You don't need your eyes, just your ears. Just your ears, Twatty. We want to give a shout out to BetMania, our sponsor. Check out BetMania. You can get on the link at the bottom of our YouTube page here, our YouTube feed. Check it out. It's great, man. They got reduced juice, and they have happy hour in basketball. Very important. Between 2 and 3 o'clock, they cut a half point off totals, cut a half point off sides, and Pete and I just opened an account. So we're going to be playing with it next week, and we got some challenges, and there are going to be some prizes, and some good stuff. My man Maxwell Smart in the house. Brian Watson, Anna Merak, Isaiah, Parlay Poppy, Michael Alferis, Kendall Higgs, Ace of Sports. All right, let's get this cake, man. I started out very well in MLB. Actually, in MLB, I didn't start out that well, but then I got real hot. And the Coors Field fade was banking cash, banking units, and being a bad couple days and already off to a shitty start. So Johan, my man Johan's on the 1 and 2s. He's going to be with us today. Johan, can you throw up the baseball record? Because I don't even know. Pete was, I didn't even see the record this morning. So let's see where I'm at, and I hope it's not too shit. 11.1 units. How did it go down that fast? God damn it. God damn it. That's not what I wanted to see, and I'm disappointed. So let's start capping, and let's get this cake immediately. We're going to start with MLB, then we're going to go into NHL, NBA, and wrap up. And we got the team together. Dylan Sema in the house, the golf nut, Fade the Fool, Campsite Killer, Predictions Guy. Okay, this feels good. This feels real good. Okay, so Scotty Rock Forever says, Jimmy, do they have fast payouts? I imagine they do. But I just opened my account, so I haven't, been fed. But we can find all that stuff out at sbr.com. All right, let's make this cash. Let's make this money. My man Alan Action says, first losing day on this show yesterday. Lost 2 of my last 3 plays of the day. Gotta get better. It will. My Brian, Nishimoa. Brian Nishimoa is on Yankees run line, Mets run line. I'm on the Mets run line too. Let's get to that game. Let's start running. My man Circe saying, we partying yet? No, but I can't wait to get fucked up and emptied this weekend. It's been tough, man. It's been a tough week. And let's get that cash. My man Juicy Toast in the house. Carlos Smith in the house. Alert Eddie in the house. Let's get down to business. So the Brewers Cubs fucked me. Right in the old drink hole. Right in the old bottom mouth. Thought I was in a nice spot. 2-1 after 1 inning. I had the over at plus money. It was juiced to the under, over 7.5. And then I had Milwaukee team total over 3 at minus 119. So I'm already down 2.20 units and $400. My man Andrew McKinnis from the Ice Guys in the house. Nice. Todd Raymond with us. Let's get paid. Let's get into this right now. So, disappointing start. I'm on the over. Tigers, Orioles. To me, and I know I probably shouldn't say this, but this feels like ground fruit. Fires versus Tillman. Wind blowing in softly. Wind non-issue. Tigers swept the Orioles earlier this month. Put up 23 runs. This Tigers offense is playing well. Hitting 257 with a 737 OPS. Miguel Cabrera, 9 for 18 on a 6-game hitting streak. The only fear here is the Orioles. Their bats are quiet. This team is playing poorly. 6-19 overall, 3-9 at home. But Fiers is a pretty easy guy to get some confidence with. And I'm on the over 9.5. Let's do a quick check out if there was any line change there. My man Remy CV in the house asking if Pete died. As far as we know, Pete is good. As far as we know, he's relaxing comfortably in his treehouse, enjoying bark. He's got a squirrel that he feeds named Coors Fade, as far as Twatty's let us know, and everything's going to be fine. Kevy K, Tigers money line, and says take the alternative run line if you feel lucky. Michael L. Ferris says I'm on this, and Mets money line and Twins Reds over. Scotty Rock Forever, so Tiger money line should be low-hanging fruit, right? I think the easiest spot, I think Fiers is an easy pitcher to hit against. Now, I know his numbers aren't bad yet. 3.71 ERA, 1.41 whip, 17 innings. He's got a good record against the Orioles. But I think that obviously Tillman's terrible. Something happened to him after the shoulder injury. 9.87 ERA, 2.37 whip, 11 walks, 8 Ks. He's not going to be around for us to fade much longer. I think the most confident spot I can take is having both offenses here. But other people are different. Twatty Latte's on the over with me too. Campsite Killer says Tigers team total over. My man Maxwell Smart says, yo, don't mess with the Johan. And everybody's into this. And Mr. Stubby's just relieved that Pete's alive. Yes, Pete is alive. Thankfully, the legend Loshak is resting peacefully. Searcy took the Tigers. Scotty Rocks on the Tigers money line. Colby Valentine says, I think Baltimore wins this game. Although Tillman blows chunks, he still does well versus Detroit, and I think the high-scoring game will help Baltimore more. I hope so. I don't think that we can. I mean, Tillman has a 6-1 career record, 3.12 ERA against Detroit, but I think we put a line through that because he's just a different pitcher now. But I hear what you're saying. My man Max cashed on a nice Nostra pick already. Lost on the Twatty parlay, but his single on the under, so he's up already. Searcy says both bullpens are trash. We got Brent Brooks with us, and good thing, especially when we get to hockey, there is no NHL handicapper hotter than my man Brent Brooks, and he posts all his plays. If I was following all his plays, I'd be over 50 units at this point. I was so close I could fucking touch 50 units, and I'm now goddamn, I'm at like 27 units or something like that, which is extremely disappointing. Brent Brooks helping us in the house. So that's it. Let's move on. We got a ton of games to go through, so let's keep fucking rolling. Kevy Case is over for Tillman. I'm not sure who on probably the over 4 for the Tigers, I'm guessing. Tillman's walked 11, struck out 8, 49% first pitch strike rate, 4% swing and miss rate. Wow, what a terrible pitcher. 4% swing and miss rate. Great stat, Kevy K. With a fastball that tops out at 89 miles an hour. Tillman is batting practice. Well put, Kevy K. Great stats. My man Parlay Poppy on the Yanks -0.5 at -105. And Kobe Valentine is nicknamed Brent the NHL Brooks, making that cake. Michael L. Ferris says, whoever said first 5 on Baltimore last night, horrible call. And seriously saying, yeah, Brent is amazing. Richard West on Nashville Predators over 5.5. I don't want to use the word that he used after it, just because we try not to use that word. And the word is lock. We don't like using that word, but I'm on that play as well. I'm on the over. And Roger T says, Jimmy, why aren't you an ice guy? You smash NHL. Thank you, Roger T. Time is the issue right now. Doing these 2 shows a day with the legend Loshak is it's very tough, and those ice guys do a great job, and but I would be honored to have anything to do with them for sure. Okay, so we got the Tigers Orioles game in the books. Let's move forward. Diamondbacks at Nationals. I don't have a play on this game. I find it difficult. Diamondbacks are a very, very hot team, first NL team since 1977 to win their first 8 series, and the D-backs pitching staff is excellent. But I don't want to fade Strasburg. Richard West said another thing. Says my apology. Another thing is we don't apologize to each other, Richard West. Us low baggers, we just need to hit over 55%. And Richard West, you were straight fire with your Reds run line recently. We love having you a part of this. Now, Al Max says I'm all over the Diamondbacks. I just find it I'm very scared. I believe this Diamondback team is very good. But Strasburg is just a guy I don't want to fade. Nationals are playing bad. Since winning their first 4, they've gone 7-14. They're without Murphy, Adam Eaton, who may be back tonight. Maybe back tonight. And Anthony Rendon. I can't. Cream of Wheat Jones with us. Saying, Loshak, get well. That is sweet of you, Cream of Wheat Jones. Anthony L says, Diamondbacks all day with that line and Godley. And Twatty Latte says, Brent Brooks drives a Zamboni. Yes, I can't fade. Godley's a great pitcher. Don't get me wrong. 3.09 ERA, 1.16 whip. He's not trying to strike everybody out because he's got that nasty, nasty curveball. The Nationals are an easy team to fade right now. We talked about it on the early show, how easy they are to pitch to. Harper, you can pitch around him right now. Nobody else is doing anything offensively. Trey Turner got 5 hits just, I think, yesterday, I believe, or yesterday, the day before. I think that maybe they had a bye yesterday, or a day off yesterday, 2 days ago. But the meat of the order aren't doing anything. And Bochy in the series against the Giants was walking him when there'd be a man on second. First base would be open. They'd walk him. Zimmerman would hit into a double play. So clearly the Nationals are easy to pitch against. I'm just not fading Strasburg. And Todd Raymond says, staying off D-backs Nationals. And that's good. Okay, let's keep... and Juicy Toast says, Godley lets everyone on base. Anthony L says, don't think of it as fading Strasburg. Think of it as getting Godley at plus 150. Interesting. Is that the case? Are you getting plus 150 on Godley? Wow, you beat the line movement huge. Right now, I see the best thing I could get. They're hanging a plus 131 at Bookmaker. And that is the best I could get. But plus 150, I get it. That's a nice spot. Parlay Poppy's also on A's with huge plus money. I like that. I'm just afraid. I know it's maybe silly, but I just don't like backing somebody. Traditionally, after a no-hitter, they get touched. But let's keep rolling. I am adding a play right now. I have decided to take the Cardinals. The St. Louis Cardinals. I'm going to line shop for myself in a second. I'm taking the Cardinals on the money line at Pittsburgh. Mikolas against Stephen Brault. Miles Mikolas, who's come over from Japan on a 2-year, $15.5 million contract. Game time temp, 61 Fahrenheit. Cream of Wheat Jones says, Bags, give me your best pick. I have $250. Okay, well, let's do that together, and we could do that as a consensus play with the chat, because we all know how excellent this chat is. Nice. Almac coming in saying, I absolutely love the Cardinals tonight. Money line and first 5. Money bag Cardinals. Let's break it down. Pittsburgh's won 2 straight after a 5-game losing streak. Cardinals are coming off a nice 5-1 homestand. They're 10-2 in their last 12. And I was impressed. Now, when Miles Mikolas came over, I wasn't sure what we were going to get, and he didn't look great in his first start, but he keeps getting better and better. And Matheny, the Cardinals manager, said Mikolas is a horse, strong as a bull. Michael Alfair says Mikolas is terrible, I'd stay away. I don't think so. I think, listen to more what Mike Matheny says. Now, Alfaris does not believe in Mikolas, but Matheny is watching this guy every day. He says he has a history of being in the strike zone, which makes him efficient, but the stuff keeps getting better in our eyes. He has a 1.00 whip in 26 innings, 20 Ks, 2 walks. I think he's handling North American batters just fine. Really, though, we are fading Brault. I am fading Brault. But I love getting Mikolas. I believe in this guy moving forward. But Brault, been working as the Pittsburgh's 5th starter since Joe Musgrove went on the disabled list early. Brault 4.44 ERA, 1.27 whip, 24 and third, 15 Ks, 12 walks, 15 Ks, 12 walks is just not good enough. Cardinals are not hitting they're not hitting lefties that hard. 212, 670 OPS, but I trust this spot. And the Pirates' magical bats at the beginning of the year are starting to drop. Now at 257 with a 742 OPS. So let's do a quick line shop for me. I just placed the bet about half an hour ago. My local and could only get minus 130. I expect to beat that here. Let's see. We got a minus 125 at Pinnacle. Minus 124 at UWager. I like that. Looks like UWager's going to take it with a minus 124. Let's get a quick look at BetMania. They're at minus 127. All right, man. I'm going to take this minus 124 at UWager. Let me just, oh, fuck, it just changed. God damn it. Minus 132 now. Minus 125 is the best I can get. They're hanging at Intertops, friend of the show. I'm taking the Cards on the money line at minus 125. Sorry, minus 125. Done. Book it. Alert Eddie says taking Cardinals team total and money line. Observer New commenter. Thank you for joining us, Observer. Says, I'm on Pitt. Don't believe the hype. Nicholas will not go 4-0. Interesting. Al Mack is big on the Cardinals. Observer says the play is Pittsburgh, not St. Louis. Nice to have you with us, Observer. And, man, I'm looking forward to see if you were right early. Observer says Pitt will win. Don't believe it. Okay. Anyone like the Rockies? I do. And Observer still telling me not to do it. And Twatty's parlays are up 16 units in the last 10 days. Don't hate. Love. Okay. Oh, and someone's saying Tomor, good pick. What is Tomor's pick? I missed it. Tomor says Cardinals aren't hitting lefties, but they hammered lefties last year. I think they will hit Brawl. Nice. Tomor's with me. I've locked in the Cardinals. Let's keep rolling. Braves, Phillies. I decided to stay away from this. This is the third time these two pitchers are meeting. Third time they're meeting these teams. Game time temp 60 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing sideways. You know, I feel like... I just feel like it's going to be easier to hit these guys. Now, I know almost no one's hit Nola so far, but I think the volatility or the opportunity for offense rises when you keep seeing the same pitchers. Let's see what I would get on this total just quickly if I was to hammer the over here. Philly, Atlanta over. They're just hanging 8, juice to the under. That is pretty exciting. That might be a play I could be interested in making. But I'd like to hear what the chat has to say. I just think that it's let's break it down. Teheran's gave up 4 runs in 5 2/3 in his 28th debut versus the Phillies, and then he held the Phillies to 1 run, 5 hits, and 9 strikeouts on just 2 weeks ago, April 16th. Teheran is a 4.00 ERA, 1.41 WHIP through 27 innings, 27 Ks. High walk rate, 14 walks, 9-6 with a 3.43 lifetime ERA versus the Phillies. But we know that this is a better Phillies team than we've seen in a long time. My man High Win is on Braves team total over. Team total over. And Kevin K says this Acuna kid is something special. He sure is. And Parlay Poppy says Acuna is the king. You got Acuna and Albies. Wow. What a dangerous, dangerous combination they're going to be moving forward. Albies is already playing well. Now Acuna on the team. My man Anthopoulos and the Braves are going to be good. They're going to be good. How good? It's, they're 14-10 right now. Clearly, they're not going to be that good. But they're going to be good. Nola's 2 games against the Braves included that start when Kapler pulled him after 68 pitches, which was absolutely ridiculously stupid. He's given up just 3 runs, 7 hits, and 2 walks in 11 1/3. He's been excellent this year. Ace of the staff, 2.30 ERA, 0.93 WHIP through 31 1/3 with 24 Ks, 9 walks. He has not allowed more than 2 earned runs in any of his 5 starts so far in 2018. He's at 2.04 ERA and 9 career starts against the Braves. These are these are good teams, man. Steve Alla joining us saying, what up to the low bag crew. JK says Philly will hit tonight. Brandon Cummings says, I'm staying off the side. Phillies are coming off a loss and they're at home while Acuna is really hitting the shit out. And I'm scared of this game. Ralph Portuando got the Braves over 7.5. Wow. I like, if they were hanging a 7.5 right now, I would take it. Sean Robertson says, I'm happy for Atlanta with the new ballpark and all. They're on a nice little charge early in the season. They show some promise. They certainly do, and they're just going to get better and better every year with Anthopoulos making moves for them. And with Albies and Acuna, they're a very, very good team. Okay, I'm going to keep rolling, so I'm staying off that game. If they were hanging a 7.5, I would take it, but they're not. Rangers at Blue Jays. Now this, I'm a Blue Jay fan, big Blue Jay fan, and we despise the Texas Rangers. There's a real animosity that's being built up between the two clubs. But Adrian Beltre, Elvis Andrus, and Rougned Odor are all on the disabled list. That takes a lot away from, the rivalry. Blue Jays finished 2-5 in dropping consecutive series to the Yankees. Now that was 4 games on the road, and the Red Sox, but they played well. And all 3 games against the Red Sox at the Rogers Center were decided by 1 run. This clearly is a better team than I expected them to be. They're 14-10 overall, 8-5 at home. The Rangers are 9-17 overall, 5-5 on the road. They're just getting destroyed at home in front of their home fans, but playing much better on the road. Their bullpen has been awful lately. A lot of people coming in on the Rangers. Anthony L. Rangers, first 5 money line. And, no, sorry, not a lot of people. More people on the Jays here. My fault. How about them? Jays, says my man, 2 for the money. And, all right. And Observer says Blue Jays are good at home. My man Dom Ricci on Nats, yes, score first inning. 17-6 going into tonight with Dom Ricci handling that. Almac says, Jimmy, do you really think the Jays are better than you thought they were? Yes, they are better than I thought they were. And I don't expect them to stay over 500 for very long. To give you guys a little inside information, not only did I put $500 on the Jays to win under 81.5 games this year, but I also bet my friend Al Mack that they would win under 81.5. We got $100 on it. Okay. Oh, no. My man Bill Buttlicker says, my cows just escaped. They were out on Route 94 in the traffic. No fatalities, but it was almost a disaster. Had to lasso a few of them, and disaster avoided. Okay. Observers say, Jimmy, what is your parlay tonight? We're going to have to hammer this a little more, break it down and do it with the chat. I think it would be the best way to do that tonight. Bill Turner says, I'm on the cards tonight. Great spot. Alert Eddie says, Blue Jays have injuries. Tomor says, Stroman is much better at home. I lean Toronto, but I don't want to lay minus 150 with a pitcher who is an elite. I think that's a very good breakdown, Tomor. Kevin K says, Jays game has me stumped. Rangers pitchers have done well against them. Gives up 40% hard contact rate, 60% fly ball rate this season. Jays could go yard tonight. Rangers just finished a 2-4 homestand. As I said, they're dealing with a ton of injuries, and their bullpen's been awful. 18 earned runs over that last 5 games. Oh, man. It was a 6-game homestand. So the first 5 games of the homestand, 18 earned runs, and then they looked better in this final game, going 4 1/3 scoreless. Mike Minor's been better than I expected him. I remember when Minor had a ton of potential to be a star and then had some injuries that slowed him down, but he's pitching better than I expected him to. 3.86 ERA, 1.05 whip through 21 innings, 20 Ks, 6 walks. Has allowed 2 or fewer runs in 3 of his 4 starts. Faced the Blue Jays once this season and looked great. Allowed 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 walks while striking out 7 in 6 innings at Arlington. 3-0 with a 1.64 ERA in 5 career games against the Jays. I guess that's why Kevin K says this has got me stumped. Stroman has looked very bad. He had a late beginning to spring training because of inflammation on his shoulder, and he's still trying to find his form. He has retired only 1 hitter after the 5th inning in 4 starts, a walk rate that has soared to 6.3 per 9 innings. Stroman's 1-2 with a 6.89 ERA in 3 career starts for Texas. And I think Tomor stated it perfectly, saying, how can you have minus 150 with a pitcher who's not pitching elite? Observer talking about, what parlays we're going to do. You're in the right house here because we got Parlay Poppy, who has been killing parlays. We got Twatty Latte, who's been destroying parlays. So we got a lot of good guys here to run with. Robbie Tops is throwing out a parlay right now. Tigers, Reds, White Sox. And King Rails on the Raptors. Wow, it's now minus 130. Now that Otto Porter Jr. is out for the rest of the season. He got it at plus 105. Great line beating King Rail. Okay, let's keep rolling. I'm off this game. Don't feel comfortable, and am off this game. Now we get to the Rays, Red Sox. I was initially going to take the Rays on the money line, but through help with the chat, I moved to the Rays first 5. I got that at plus 145. Let's take a quick look at the line movement. Did I beat the line movement money lines first 5? Did I beat it? Let's see. Here we go. Tampa Bay at Boston. Wow. I beat it. I destroyed it. The best I could get now, they're hanging, oh, no, not destroyed. They're hanging a plus 130 at Intertops, and that's by far the best. Bet Online is plus 117. Okay, nice. I beat it bad, and that feels good. And it's raining in Boston, says Jeffrey Hernandez. Almac says, I love the Rays today. Peace Max One Skag says, nice hat. I like Heaney tonight. I think that's a nice spot. Gianni Del Guadillo Gianni Del Guadillo, new commenter. Nice to have him, Gianni Del Guadillo. That is a great name. Says, I'm new. Jimmy, need a parlay, baby. Let's do this. Thank you for joining us, Gianni. It is a treat to have you, man. Well, you're in the right crew. We got parlays popping right now. Parlays are popping, so you will hear a bunch, and you can make your decision on which one you like the best. Okay, let's roll through this quick Rays game. Rays Red Sox. We got a lot to get through. Brooke Jordan's on Tampa. Seriously says already bet the Rays. Steve Alice says it's shitty. It's a shitty day here in Massachusetts. Mohammed Joma says Jays. Anyone? We just went through that game. And Tomor still talking about it, saying Red Sox. Oh, no, here we go. Red Sox hit much better at home, but I would not lay minus 160 with Pomerantz. I agree. Pomerantz also had a late start to his season and did not look good in his first start at Oakland, making it through just 3 2/3, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 7 Ks, 2 walks, 4-2 lifetime with a 3.59 ERA against the Rays. And the Rays are hitting hard. I can't believe I'm saying that, but they're hitting very hard. 256 with a 724 OPS through 242 at-bats versus lefties this season. And the craziest stat of the day to me is the Red Sox, who lead the league, are the worst hitting team versus lefties in Major League Baseball. Now, it's only through 193 at-bats, small sample size, but 202 average with a 546 OPS. Not very good. Tampa's won 6 straight, scored 47 runs while doing it, scored at least 8 runs in the last 5 games, hit 9 homers in the last 4 games, and we'll be getting Matt Duffy back. Looks like Boston will be getting Xander Bogaerts back. Snell is a beast. I love what he's doing. David Hutton coming in saying Pomerantz not so good, like the Rays' first 5. Scotty Rock says, Jimmy, you still on the Rockies run line? I'm just on the Rockies money line. Brent Brooks says, I love Hellebuck, but Preds at home, nasty. So fucking deep. You're absolutely right. I can't wait to talk about that game. So let's keep rolling through these baseball games as fast as possible. Snell's a beast. 2.54 ERA, 0.99 whip, through 28 1/3, 32 Ks, 10 walks. Dating back to last season, 8-2 with a 2.74 ERA over his last 15 starts. Now just a 4.62 ERA against the Sox and 5.91 ERA in 2 starts at Fenway. He's a different pitcher than he is now. I like it. I'm on it. I got it in the morning. Rays first 5 at plus 145 and beat the line movement. Next up, Mariners, Indians. I'm on Kluber and the Indians on the run line. Andrew Miller's on the DL, so I don't like it as much. Let's see if I beat this move here. I am also fading Erasmo, who is pitching for the Mariners. It's also a late start to his season. He only has 1 start under his belt. Let's see. No, I didn't beat the... Oh, yes, I did, actually. Sorry, because that's just 5 dimes. The best line I could get right now. Oh, UWager's still hanging at minus 115. So, okay. Okay. So, I guess I didn't really. Game time, 51 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing softly in 5 miles an hour. Andrew Miller on the DL. That's going to hurt. He's not being scored upon in 11 innings. Kluber lost on opening day to the Mariners in Seattle, despite the fact that he pitched 8 innings, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits with 8 Ks, 1 walk. He has not lost since. Ramirez making his second start after starting the season on the disabled list. Did not look good in his first start versus the Rangers. 5 earned runs, 2 home runs, 5 hits through 4 2/3 and 1 K, 1 walk. Kluber's just a monster. What a great pitcher. Oh, Peace Max, 1 Skaggs playing the super run line. Kluber 1.96 ERA, 0.76 whip, through 36 2/3, 37 Ks, 6 walks, but he has allowed 4 home runs, which is a lot for him. And 5 career starts versus the Mariners, 3-2, the 1.66 ERA. Indians bats are getting a little better, 217, 658 OPS, and Mariners are hitting well this year, 252, 729. All right, I'm on the Indians. I'm fading Erasmo. My man Zolo is on Cleveland run line. Alert Eddie says, I watch this Mariners team. They can't cash in runs when runners are on. And Dom Ricci loving the Mets tonight with DeGrom. We're going to get to that game very soon. Parlay Poppy says, Kluber got hit a few in the last. Safer bet, the 1.5 under first 5. I understand that. Parlay Poppy. I'm not doubling up on this, but that is a good point, and we know that Pete is on the under 1.5 over the first 5. I'm just going to take the Indians. I think Erasmo Ramirez gets touched. All right, moving on. I'm on the Rockies money line. We talked about this. Let's see. Did I beat a move here? Let's get to money line. I hope I did. Everything's been looking okay, beating these lines. Let's see here. Colorado, I did, but barely. Intertop still hanging at minus 127, so I don't barely by a cent. All right, let's keep running down. Tyler Anderson versus Jose Urena, excuse me. I'm on the Rockies, minus 126. Marlins have won 2 straight. I like that David Dahl is back in this Rockies lineup. He looked great in 2016. 859 OPS, ton of potential. Didn't play in the majors all last season because of this ribcage injury. Was only recalled because Gonzalez is on the DL and Parra was suspended for 4 games. Parra is back. Dahl's brief time with the Rockies this series looked great. You can tell that Bud Black believes in him. He put him in the cleanup spot immediately. And I believe in Dahl too. He's got at least a hit in each of his 4 games, including triples in his past 2, 3 RBIs, 915 OPS right now. Let's see. Before I finish it off, we got Kobe saying I'm on the total opposite of Jimmy. Not sure I like that or not, but we shall see. Best of luck on the game, Jimmy. He is on San Diego Padres money line, Seattle money line, Miami money line. Well, you know what, Kobe? When you're on dogs, nobody should ever talk you off a dog, really, I believe. Especially when you're getting nice, big money line juices, and that's what you're doing here. So I respect you looking for those dogs, and you've been doing that well lately. So go get that cash, and we will see. And my man, host Seth Tucker in the house. Cody AV saying, what's the Mets team total over? We will get to that very quick. But I'm on the Rockies here. Fading Urena. Anderson's look great. 4.32 ERA, 1.52 WHIP. It's very high because he got lit up in that first start, but he is he's allowed 2 earned runs or less in his past 4 starts. I trust him. Urena has a 5.88 ERA, 1.38 WHIP through 26 innings. Rockies are hitting 230, 700 OPS. I expect that to go up. Marlins are hitting lefties very hard this year. 254, 726 OPS through just 205 at-bats, but that's much harder than I expected. All right. And Twadi Latte says, blindly take dogs all year, you profit at the end. And we've seen that. And in fact, Al Mack has been recording it. And underdogs are up real big so far this year in MLB. Okay. King Rail says, so we on Twins, man. This was the game that I was uncomfortable with. I don't think I can back Phil Hughes, but this should be a spot where Phil Hughes pitches well. We are now on the Reds Twins game time temp 53 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing strongly sideways across the diamond. Twins have lost 7 straight, being outscored 59-25 during the streak. The Reds are expected to get Suarez back from the DL. He'll be a big help. What is Castillo going to be moving forward is the question here. The legend Loshak really believes in Castillo moving forward. He's got electric stuff, but his numbers are awful. 6.51 ERA, 1.45 WHIP. He's allowed 5 home runs in 27 2/3 with 24 Ks and 11 walks. I just can't back Minnesota. I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about this game. Brooke Jordan on Twins, full game over. And Searcy says no Twins. Yeah. And Mr. Stubby, whose dad was a big gambler, my dad is a big gambler. Mr. Stubby says, my dad, who was a great gambler, would never bet a favorite in any sport. Wow. And, speaking of legends, Mark Lawrence, great capper, was one of the speakers at IFBC. And he was just all about saying, you take the dogs, because 3 things can happen in a game when you take the dog on the spread. 1 is they win outright, 2 is they cover the spread, and 3 is they lose. 2 of the 3 possible outcomes will make you money in the end, and I can't agree more. And I hate when guys talk me off dogs when I have a plus 170 or plus 180, and they say you're an idiot, Jimmy. You shouldn't be doing this. I really talk me off of a favorite, but if I've got a big dog that I believe in, let me fucking ride, you know. But I just don't trust Phil Hughes enough. Jeffrey Hernandez on the over Reds Twins. And Kobe saying, look what happened with me and Miami Marlins over Dodgers. I had them over Kershaw. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the golf nut coming in with saying the Mariners delayed due to rain. So we'll have to see if that game goes off. I'm off the Reds Twins. I feel like volatility is enormous and not comfortable with it. And Twadi Latte liking the Mariners as a dog. And let's keep rolling because we got tons of games to talk about. A's, Astros. This is probably the most exciting matchup on the card this evening. Minaya, after his no-hitter, going up against Keuchel at home. We know how dangerous Keuchel can be at home. Oakland's won 8 of 10. And if you guys have been following the show, you know that I'm on them to win the AL West at 50-1 and to win the AL at 100-1. And we've been talking about it. I've been talking about it with my man Nostra Toda, another must-follow if you are looking to make money. And Nostra Toda, we've been talking about it for 8 days. Nostra Toda went in on that first weekend we were talking about it. I did not. And he got them to win the AL West at 70-1. He didn't take them to win the AL. They were plus 125-1 to do that. And he didn't. My man Hyde and Zeke in the house saying, let's eat. Jimmy and Parlay Poppy saying, A's, baby. And I get it. I get it. Maxwell Smart saying, I love poodles. I don't know exactly what that's about, but I will repeat anything my man Maxwell Smart says, and love capping with this guy. If he wants to talk about poodles, we talk about poodles. Zolo's on the A's money line as well. Twatty Latte says, Mania complete. David Copperfield, smoke and mirrors. Twatty Latte does not believe in my Mania moving forward. Jeffrey Hernandez says, what is the A's team total? I've got the Pinnacle page for team totals up right here, my friend. I will give that to you immediately. Team total over 3.5 at Pinnacle at minus 126. Over 3.5 at minus 126. Astros over 4.5 at minus 132. And the unders are plus. Under, so it's definitely juice to the overs. Under 3.5 for the A's is plus 104. Under 4.5 for the Astros, plus 109. So everyone thinking Mania is going to get touched. And I get it. If you always faded guys after no hitters, you would do well. Mania has been great against the Astros in his career. 2.45 ERA. And he's allowed one runner fewer in 4 of his 5 starts. But my man Twatty saying smoke and mirrors. And if you followed all of Twatty's action, you'd be doing very well for yourself. Mania is coming off a no-hitter, 1.23 ERA, 0.60 whip, 30K, 6 walks, and 36 2/3. Keuchel is someone I think that will have value fading. But do we have the balls to fade them at home? I tell you what, I do not have the balls to fade them at home in this game. Keuchel 3.10 ERA, 1.38 whip through 29 innings, 25 Ks, 12 walks. Keuchel 5-4 with a 2.59 ERA over 18 career appearances against the A's. A's are hitting hard, man. God, I like this team. I'm really on this A's wagon right now. They're hitting 273 with a 766 OPS through 304 at-bats versus lefties. And we know the Astros smash lefties, but this year they're not hitting them as hard as they did last year. And this year they're hitting them not quite as hard as, well, I guess the 771 OPS is higher than the A's. But they're only hitting 255 through 275 at-bats versus lefties. My man Juicy Toast says Oakland seems attractive, but line seems higher than I expect. Anthony L says coming off a no-hitter means nothing. And in the I agree with that stuff. I don't care about it as much either. But if you look at traditionally, pitchers have not pitched well after a no-hitter. But I hear Anthony Ellis says there's not a big enough sample size with only about 3 a year to develop a trend. And that's a great point, Anthony Ellis. Absolutely. And Parlay Poppy says, why is everyone saying fade the no-hitter? I agree, man. You guys take your, make your money, get that cash, do your thing. And respect. God, I love no native queen today, says JK. I know. It's sad. The Oracle is not with us. Who knows? Maybe she's busy and maybe she'll stop by. Flipper 13 in the house. And let's keep rolling, shall we? Let's keep rolling. Next game up, and we got to make moves here. White Sox at Royals. I want to take Ronaldo Lopez. I want to take the White Sox, but something is keeping me off. Something is keeping me off it, and I think I'm just going to stay off it. There's one ridiculous stat about Duffy pitching so much better at night. I'm curious to see what you guys think. And Kobe coming in after 900-plus innings after a no-hitter per 9 innings. The ERA is 3.44, so that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. And Alan Action saying the word lock should be banned from the show. And I feel... Oh, and Native Queen has joined us. Look how excited I am. Native Queen has joined us, so I can't wait to hear what the Oracle has in store for us. Thank you for joining us, Native Queen. Very exciting. Okay, here ain't going nowhere, says our girl, Native Queen. Maxwell Smart says the only lock tonight is I make at least 5 vodka sodas. That sounds pretty good to me. I don't get fucked up myself this evening. It's been a tough week. I want to take Lopez. Let's break this game down. Wind's gonna die down to 7 miles an hour. It starts blowing out over right center 11 miles per hour, but it's gonna die down within an hour of start time. Royals have the worst record in the majors, losing 10 of 11 after falling to the White Sox 6-3 on Thursday. White Sox have only 6 victories this season, but they're 3-0 at Kauffman Stadium. Feels like maybe we've milked that too many times. My man Scotty Rock says Jimmy got Jameson in that cup. I can tell. In 3 games In Kansas City, White Sox are hitting 287 with a 369 on base, 657 slugging percentage. They've hit 12 home runs, scored 24 runs. Davidson is 6 for 10 with 5 home runs in the 3 games. That can't continue. Lopez, 1.50 ERA, 1.13 whip. I think that can continue, but he has 15 walks. So basically, he's not allowing any hits if he has such a low whip after 15 walks in 24 innings. Duffy has a 5.26 ERA, 1.52 whip. I want to fade Duffy as much as possible, but I've just a little uncomfortable doing it here. The Royals have lost all of Duffy's starts. We've been making money off of Duffy pitching poorly. He went 8-5 with a 3.46 ERA in night games last year, was 1-5 with a 4.60 ERA in sunlight starts. So do we believe that? The guy pitches that much better at night? Do we? I don't know, man. Lopez has not allowed more than 4 hits or 2 runs in his first 4 starts, and Duffy's just garbage. So yes, I want to take the White Sox, but I'm not going to at this point. Joseph Tucker likes Lopez strikeouts over 3.5. I want to take it, but I'm not going to. Something's telling me that I've milked this fucking fade Duffy one too many times, and I'm staying off of it here. And I might be leaving money on the table. White Sox are hitting lefties poorly, 211, 670 OPS through 209 at bats versus lefties. And the Royals are hitting 239 and 670 OPS overall. Dylan Simmons says, Sox. Royals can't hit, man. I get it. I just feel like I've gone to that well too many times. And, okay, sorry. I thought, let me know if I miss anything very important. Brandon Cummings says, Duffy's going to give up 4 runs in less than 5. Prove me wrong. Duffy is an auto fade. I hear you. Dr. Franco says it's raining in KC. Cornelius Kidwell's on Detroit run line. Was money line. Atlanta run line, Pitt run line, Toronto money line, Seattle run line, Tampa Bay run line, Miami run line, Oakland run line, Cincinnati run line, and Royals money line going after that cash. Al Max says I'm on the Sox big. I just feel like I've gone to the well too many times, and in my past, when I keep going to the well, when I make a decision to stop it, it usually works for me over 55% of the time. So I'm staying off of it. Christopher Kelly saying, golden rule, make the simple play, Jimmy. Sox are the easy play. I get it, but I just have a funny feeling that I've gone to the well too many times, and I'm staying off of it. Let's move on. Yankees, Angels. We got a lot to get through, and we don't have too much time. Yankees, Angels, Severino versus Heaney. My man Javier Jimenez says, what is the parlay for you, Jimmy? Let's hit this. Let's do this together, because I got a bunch of games to break down for you guys and work together. We got Parlay Poppy in the house. We got Twatty Latte in the house. We got lots of monsters on the parlay scene. Almax says Royals are the worst team in the league at home. Moneybags fading them at home. I get it. All right. Native Queen, the Oracle speaking. Let's get that cash. Okay. She's already posted Detroit, Baltimore scoring first. Yes. Detroit score first. Detroit, Baltimore first 5 over. Ooh, I like that. Atlanta score in the first. Yes. And first 5 under. Ooh. St. Louis score first, and St. Louis first 5 money line. Washington score first, and Washington first 5 money line. So she believes in Strasburg, and I stayed off that game. I like it. I like it. The Native Queen, the Oracle has spoken. Those are her plays. And as always, thank you so much for joining us. My man Dom Ricci says, fucking Brew Crew override 4 first 5. They score 3 in the first. Very, very disappointing. And, okay, let's keep rolling along. We got lots of work to do. Kobe Valentine says, I want to live a day in Native Queen's life. We are just very thankful to have her with us. We're almost through this. Okay, Yankees, Angels. Now, obviously, we know Yankees are flying across the country. That's not easy. That's why the line is so low. Wind's blowing out softly over left center at 7 miles an hour. Yankees have won 6 in a row. They are a very good team. Let's see, has there been any movement on that total? Let me do a quick check here, getting to the totals. Has there been any movement with the Yankees? Just more to the under. In fact, Heritage has already moved to 7.5. Wow. Uncomfortable. Ziggy Ball saying lean Angels, Royals, White Sox is a stay away. I feel uncomfortable there in that game. New York Yankees won 6 in a row. First game after a cross-country flight, always tough. Yankees, 8 games into an 8-day stretch without a day off. They lead the majors with 39 home runs. Angels are second with 36. Severino is an ace, no question about it. 2.32 ERA, 0.90 whip through 31 innings, 34 Ks and walks. He has combined to allow just 1 earned run in 13 innings in his past 2 starts, giving him the most starts in the past 2 seasons without allowing more than 1 run. Impressive. 19 of them, if you're wondering. Heaney has not looked good. Began the season on the disabled list because of inflammation in his pitching elbow. 9.64 ERA, 1.71 whip through 9 in the third, 13 Ks, 3 walks. Heaney made his first start on April 13th at the Kansas City Royals, allowed 4 runs, 3 earned in 5 innings, then gave up 7 runs and 4 in the third in San Francisco just this past Friday. Yankees are hitting .267 with an .843 OPS through 195 at-bats for lefties this season. And Angels are just hitting well, .251 with a .735 OPS. Parlay Poppy says also fade Heaney. First 5 minus a half at -105. Todd Raymond says, you got the hat on, take the play. Angels plus 137. That is my lean. That is my lean. Lou Chase Fox says Angels is the play. Yankees are overvalued. Roger T, New York Yankees, first 5, money line. Joshua Garay says Native Queen should have her own show on the Sportsbook. Native Queen, can you meet us in Vegas? We for IFBC, we would love to meet you and love to celebrate you and love to have you on the show by any means necessary. Javier Jimenez says, only 4 games, Jimmy. Tell me I'm making a line for betting in the casino. Dom Ricci said, told you, Washington. Yes, first inning. Did that already hit? No, but I respect that play. It's done very good for you, Dom. Sorry, I thought you meant that game was on already. Jeffrey Hernandez says, it's nice out here in LA today. Heaney will get rocked, says Kevin K. Mally Mal says, picks on the Jays. I have stayed off that game. Kevin K says, not fading Severino. And Al Mac is on the over in New York Yankees, LA Angels over 8, going against the market there. Nothing wrong with that. Joe D says Angels have cooled off. Native Queen says, for your information, everyone, LA, the Angels at home score first is 1-11. And it's wild because it's the opposite on the road, right? And Native Queen's been hammering that to great success. God, I love you guys so much, man. Love having you guys helping these shows because you guys make it magical. Tomar says, I need plus 150 to back Heaney against this hot lineup. I agree with that. Lou Chase Fox, my man, out of Houston, says, I don't like fading Severino, so I will not bet it, but I still lean Angels. Ultra Crispy says, when is that in Vegas? August 24th to 27th. You know, I've been able to put this up real quick. I've learned how to do it very quickly. Let me just put the link for you guys right now. If you guys want to sign up, we would love to have you guys sign up. We'd love to party with you guys in Vegas. This is the most exciting thing in my life coming up. What's going on here? Why is it saying, God damn it. Sorry, it's saying something's wrong with my chat. Saying sign in the chat. Come on, man. I'm in. Give me the bag. What the fuck? Okay, sorry. I was trying. My chat screwing up. Okay, I'm in. Edit. Paste. There's the link. The IFBC. Hook it up, man. Join us in Vegas. We're going to be doing the Loshak in the Bag Show live. I mean, there's going to be so many other great things. We'll be doing live. And what we want to do is we want to have you guys come up and we want to talk to you guys about your capping and your styles on the show. Dom Ricci says, I'm in, Jimmy. I'll be there. God, Dom, I can't wait to hang out. And, man, God, I mean, there's no question. This is my life. And you guys have become my life. And it's the most joy I have is hanging with you guys. And now I'm going to drink myself stupid and get emptied in a few hours. But I will wake up depressed. Magzie says, you like best over 5.5 in the NHL tonight. I do like the over. But as we've seen with the Pens Capitals, all their games going over in the regular season, they go under in the playoffs. And that could happen here. And that's why they're hanging a 5.5 and not a 6. I'm curious to see where the sharp money is going. Parlay Poppy says, don't need no rooms, just passes. Okay, so sorry, Parlay Poppy, you don't need a room, you just need passes? Let me know. I need to hook that shit up. I need to hook that shit up for everybody. So we're getting day passes for the guys in Vegas, guys like King Rail, guys like Rich Banks. Okay, we got to keep rolling. I'm staying off this Yankees-Angels game, making me uncomfortable. Let's keep moving. Okay, here's a play I'm adding on. Mets on the run line. I know Kobe's play of the day is the Padres, I just feel like Clayton Richard is not pitching as well as he did on opening day, and I believed in him on opening day. King Rail says, I'm excited to get drunk and smoke a fat blunt with you, Jimmy. God damn, King Rail, I'm so fucking excited about it, my man. We're going to turn it up, man. It's just going to be fucking good, man. It's going to be real good. I can't wait. Hopefully, I'm going to get in early, man. I'm being there on that Thursday night, so hopefully we can start getting in trouble on that Thursday night. We're going to make that fucking money and just get fucked up and, be surrounded by hoes. That old song and dance. We're trying to get Mike Tyson, to be to run with us. I don't want to tell it to too many guys, but both Tyson and Lennox Lewis, we're going to try to have hanging with us. And we got other special guests that we're working on. We're actually, we're trying to get Russell Peters to do stand-up for us on the Saturday night, but he's fucking pricey. And Russell Peters is a legend, and he's a friend of mine, and we're trying to get him in. I spoke with Russell today on the phone, and he's in the UK right now. He's got a show in Leeds this evening, but we're trying to get Russell Peters to perform. All I can tell you is it's going to be fucking awesome. It will be the most exciting 4 days, the best 4 days of my life, I'm expecting. The one thing I got to make sure is that I don't get too fucked up night one. That's a big problem I have when I'm very excited. I get too fucked up, and then I have a horrible hangover the next day. So I'm going to be drinking as much Gatorade and water as I can while we get fucked up. Okay. Mr. ESPN is here, new commenter. Okay, let's, Dom Reaches says, me too, I'm going Thursday till Monday. God damn, Dom, we're going to have a great time. Okay, let me keep rolling here. So I'm on the Mets run line. Now I know that Ultra Crispy says, is Loshak coming too? Of course Loshak's coming too. We're gonna get him out of the treehouse. Roger T says, somebody gonna get hurt real bad. That's my man Russell. Elio says, Jimmy, get back to me. Well, sorry, Elio, what did I miss, pal? I missed the show. Sorry, man. Let me know. I tell you, Mets are pitching Vargas and Wheeler. They better win tonight. I feel you. Adam Ortega says, new to the Jimmy Bag movement. Hello, fellas. Adam Ortega, thank you for joining us. This isn't a Jimmy Bag movement, man. Jimmy the Bag movement. This is us working together. We know that 2%, well, we don't, this is just what we were told. 2% of accounts make money. Now, obviously, there's a lot of recreational gamblers, and that's why it is. But 2%. We are in the 2% because we work together as a team, man. We got 400 cappers are better than one, and we got some extraordinary cappers here in our crew. And so Adam Ortega in the house running with us. Elio, I'll definitely get back to you with the Vegas stuff. I will definitely get back to you. And Bill Butler saying PCP is great for hangovers. King Al needs NBA. Let's get there quick. First off, I'm on the Mets run line, and I'm sorry this is taking so long. Let me just get the Mets run line up here real quick. Totals, point spreads. I'm on. Let's see if I can get something better than my local gaming. I can. Pinnacle hanging a plus 104. Anyone beat that? Heritage playing a plus 105, but we need full juice. I will take Pinnacle's plus 104. That is better. I got only plus 100 with my local when I called it in. Plus 104. Book it, bank it. I got it. It's mine. Okay. Should we just get to... So I'm on... So do we only have 2 games left? Is that basketball game starting right at 7? Sorry. Shit. Raptors, watch... Let's get to that game right now. Quickly. Parlay Poppy says no room needed. Okay, sweet. Parlay Poppy, I'll lock you down with a day pass. Not a problem. Okay, quickly, let's get to this Raps game. Otto Porter's not in the lineup. I'm on the under 214.5. I put it in really early this morning thinking that I would beat a line move. Pretty confident I would beat the line move, and I certainly did not. It's gone the other way. Money's coming in on the over, and I could be making a big mistake here. God damn it. 215s. There's still some 214s. But it was not the play I needed to make. Toronto game is at 7, says Tomore. Home team's unbeaten in this series. We know Otto Porter is out. That's why there's been the big line change. Ken Peacock is on the Raptors. Molly Mall's on the Raptors first quarter. That fucked me real bad last game. I had the Raptors first quarter and Raptors first half, and they covered the full game. Didn't cover those first 2. Cost me $400 and over 2 units, and made me extremely angry. angry. So I'm just taking the under 214.5 here. These guys, these Raptors have broken my heart and fucked up my spirit before, and I can't let them do that again. Parlay Poppy's also on the under. Mally Mall says, told you over. But I'm on the under. And Grabica says, Jimmy, you rock. Thanks for reading all the posts. I could hear what was going on in the chat while in the car. Oh, sweet Grabica Mex. Man, we love you. Al Max says, Jimmy's head about to explode. Man, I'm doing good, man. Zolo says, Toronto in the under. Twatty Latte says, I ain't scared to sleep on the bench. I'll steal a pillow. Oh, Twatty, we're going to get you in Vegas, man. We're going to get you in Vegas. It's tough because we're keeping it very small, right? And so there'll probably only be about 100 people plus day passes really at this conference, so it's going to be tough to get in, but we're going to get you guys in. Twatty says, as an alternative, I could sleep in a dumpster. Dumpsters, if you get used to the smell, which only takes about 45 minutes, aren't as bad as they sound. They won't let you sleep at the bus station in Vegas. They're adamant. They won't let you close your eyes there. They are adamant, and you know that the people in there are homeless because they have very dark, very, very big tans. You can tell that they've been in the sunshine all day, and they come out to sit in the bus stop. Or sorry, the fucking, maybe my head is about to explode. But yes, I have closed my eyes before at the bus station in Vegas, and it's not allowed. It's not allowed, and you will be beside some 40-year-old woman with the darkest tan you've ever seen. It's because she's spending too much time in the sunshine. Okay, I'm off this I'm on the under with the Raptors Wizards. I like that Otto Porter's not in the lineup for the Raptors. I don't like it as much really for the under because he's a pretty good defensive player and can defend the perimeter. Raptors lost games 3 and 4 in Washington by combined 27 points. I know this game's going, you only have 4 more minutes to bet it, so we don't need to go into it too much. But the Wizards are on an 8-game playoff home winning streak in the postseason. And much like in the regular season, the Wizards fade down the stretch. Their bench is extremely weak. Wall played 44 minutes. Beal played 36 minutes last game. Wall was 2 for 6 in the fourth. Beal was 1 for 6 in the fourth. Raptors outscored them by 9 points, 29-20 in the fourth. Valanciunas finally played fourth quarter minutes. I don't know why Casey hasn't been playing him in the fourth quarter in this series because he can bully Gortat, and I believe he will be. So we are good here. Alan actually said there should be a new show, Blunt Roundtable in Vegas, featuring Jimmy and Gabe. Oh man, Gabe in Vegas. How much fun is it going to be running with Gabe Morency in Vegas? God damn. Bill Butler said I slept in an ATM booth in Germany once when I was in Hamburg for university. I'd missed the train. Doesn't sound like a bad spot to be in. ATM booth. Okay. Richard West saying a Twitter mush is on the Raps tonight. Well, I'm my man Walter Trotter. Gotta give a shout out to Walter Trotter. Love this guy. Joining late, but love you all. Good luck on your plays today. I'm on the Raptors in Utah. Let's get it. Walter Trotter, just here to spread some positive energy. God damn, I like Walter Trotter. I hope you're going to be in Vegas with us. So yes, I'm on the Wizards under 214. Now, I'm also on the Pacers. I like the Pacers here at home. Let's see, is there been line movement there? I just feel like they're going to win tonight, and the Cavs will win it in 7. And yes, slight. Now you can only get 1.5s. That feels pretty good. Dan Kelly, the sharpest NBA capper, or in the very, very top group of cappers that we run with. Tilo saying Gabe is a gangster. Gabe is the truth, man. Dan Kelly says Cavs Pacers total continues to drop. Now it is 201.5. No sharps. No squares on the over. This has to be the one game that goes over. Woo! That's exciting shit. That is exciting shit. Parlay Poppy says, I'm emotionally betting on the Raptors to win. Feel like they will let down tonight for some reason. Nonetheless, he's on $500 on the Raptors. Chris Kelly says, Vegas is scandalous. Was robbed at the Greyhound bus stop for all my Dan Kush. God damn. And the security guard was in on it. Shit. Got hustled out my ass. This was back in the day, but damn. Yeah, oh man, don't like hearing that story, Chris Kelly. But we're all going to be in groups getting lit up together, so you're going to be in good hands. Dan Kelly says, you think it goes down to 201? Asking Molly Mall. Wizards have won 8 straight playoff games at home, which is tied to franchise record. Wizards as dogs dog is exciting, says Alan Action. And King Rail says Cavs win tonight 98-94. I'm on the Pacers. Oladipo's been playing terrible, and they're still in all these games. If he has a good game, the Pacers will win comfortably. Oladipo's 12 for 50 from the field in his past 3 games. LeBron's been dominant. He is dominant. The NBA is so lucky to have him. I know a lot of guys hate on LeBron. I am not one of them. I think we are very, very lucky to have him in our lives. And making not only is he a dominant basketball player, but he's making an impact with social commentary that is important. And I love him. I love LeBron. And but I don't think he wins tonight. Sabonis has been a beast. 41 points off the bench in the last 2 games. And the big reason is because George Hill's hurt. I don't believe in Calderon. I watched him defend poorly. I also in Toronto, and J.R. Smith can't defend, and he's not scoring. His defense has been a little better in second halves because I guess they rally into him in the dressing room at halftime. He's had a tough series, averaging just 8 points, 3 boards. Kevin Love clearly affected by the thumb injury, 4 for 21 from the field. He has to collect loose rebounds to make himself effective in this game. And that's how, when I play basketball, I have to do the same thing. I have to get all the loose rebounds because that's the only way I'm an asset on the floor. I'm on this, man. And yeah, Teddy B saying sorry. Well, we don't say sorry here because we hit over 55% of the time. But that Brewers over, man. Wind was blowing in crazy. We should have hit the over 3 in the 7th. I was watching that game closely. Elio Rodriguez says, I got 100 stories about Vegas. All crazy, all good. Only town I get in shape to visit. Respect. Kobe says, I like LeBron the person, hate LeBron the basketball player. I like both. Tomer says, I think Oladipo's bad numbers are because of the doubles and LeBron guarding him late. Pacers keep choking late. Well, LeBron seems to keep the Cavs calm. That's a great point. Teddy B saying, Otto Porter out. That's the play. Go with your team. They will get it done tonight. I'm just going to take the over. And Magsia, my man Magsia, says, I played Wall over 24.5 points. What you think? I don't know, because he could be at 18 or 19 points and not get over because he gets so tired in the fourth. David Hutton says, we'll be spending the weekend watching Derby prep races. Looking forward to your Derby show, Jimmy. I'm very much looking forward to it, too. Jimmy, can you dunk on Loshak? Sadly, I can barely jump. Sean Robertson says, Jimmy, I'd outplay you on the boards any day of the week. You probably could, Sean Roberts. I got a small ass on me. We all know you need a big ass to handle players down low. Zolo likes Pacers to win 107-98. And I am on Pacers -1. Al Max says, Raptors just moved to -150. What's wrong with that, Al? Aren't you on? I thought you were on the Raptors from earlier today. Major Key Alert says, lots of dogs today. Scary shit. And Al Action says, never say sorry, just try like hell to be better. Okay. Also, I'm on the Jazz, -6.5. I just feel like the reason why the Thunder came back was because Gobert was in foul trouble. He will do everything he can to stay out of that. Yes, it was an impressive comeback by the Thunder. I just feel like the Jazz are the better team. George and Westbrook combined for 79 points. Rest of the team scored 28. That's just not going to cut it long term. Jazz outscored the Thunder by a combined 30 points at home in this series. They outscored the Thunder by 39 points in the 73 minutes Westbrook played in Utah in this series. Rubio has to step up. We know that. And I'm on the Jazz. So I got plays on each of the basketball games. I got Raptors, Wizards, under 214.5. The market has gone against me. I'm on the Pacers -1. And I beat that line move by a half point. And I'm on the Jazz -6.5. And Parlay Poppy says, hit the over halftime. Half over 103. Pacers Cavs is my play of the day. And Loshak's on that play as well. Dan Kelly says, late money pouring in on Toronto. Tomer says, I'm on Utah -6.5 too. Utah defensive efficiency drops by 60 points when he's off the court. Carmelo is the key to me. He's still giving them nothing, and they're still playing him a ton. I figured Patrick Patterson would start at least splitting the time with him, and he's not. Zolo is on Utah and the under. My man Ken Peacock says, Canada has the best weed. We do, and the best prices. But that's changing because it's legalizing now all over North America now. Ken Peacock says, I'm from England. Yeah, man. Out in England, I know you got to deal with that hash. Hard to get hydro in England, so it's all hash. Nothing wrong with a little hash. Okay, that's Twatty saying, good luck, guys. Love to you all. And Sean Robinson says, I have to disagree and say California. You know, basically Vancouver, Toronto, we're all using the same seeds. Okay, so that's my place. Now, NHL, quickly. We got to keep rolling. Time is ticking. I am making 2 plays on this NHL spot. Wow. Teddy B says, Jim, someone in Vegas just put $200K on the Raptors. Wow. Wow. Luna Star says, you still fading Boston, Jimmy? I wonder if you're meaning NBA. No, God, no. Oh, sorry, you mean for Game 7. That's just going to be a hedge. I'm on Boston to win this series, so I'm just going to try to middle it with the play. I wonder what you guys think. Can we all come together quickly and say, do you guys think this line is going to move against me, or do you think I can get a +5 on Milwaukee, or do you think it will go down to +4? It's +4.5 yet with almost little to no line movement. Very curious what you guys have to say. Native Queen says, I got the best grow on my own every year. Oh, the Oracle. Is there anybody you'd rather spend time with than the Oracle? Oracle, your husband is a very lucky man. Native Queen handing out winners and growing this sticky, icky on the side. My God. Oh, wow. I dream of someday ending up with a woman that is close to the Oracle Native Queen. Wow. Did she not just climb? I mean, she's already the Oracle and she grows the best chronic. Oh, my God. I have fallen in love. Tomar says, Jimmy, I think that line will drop to 4. So he thinks I should get on that right away. Joshua says, all that alcohol, the beer belly won't let Jimmy jump. I feel you, Jimmy. Yeah, I've gotten fat. I've gotten fat down here, man, and I hold all my weight in my tits. Not the way I want it. Antoine Seymour says, Jimmy, you got time to talk tomorrow's games? We got a little bit of time. Mr. ESPN says Celtics win series. That's what I need badly. Blue Jays Fox, wonder if Nick Queen has a sister. Luna Star says, Winnipeg going to win. Nashville has a serious penalty problem at home. Stat sheets do not lie. They play well, but need to stay out of the box. Winnipeg will dominate on the power play. Well, yeah, but Nashville knows that they can't let Winnipeg get on the power play. Ken Peacock, in London we have weed, but the majority is homegrown and controlled by the Vietnamese. But in the smaller cities, you're right about the hash. But down south, weed is very popular. Interesting. Thank you for that insight, Ken Peacock. Parlay Poppy says, Jimmy, under 6 and last 7 Jets game, but over 4 out of 5 last 5 at Jets. But the over is also last 4 of 5 Jets on the road. Interesting. Parlay Poppy, over Jets game. Normal says Winnipeg wins the series. Bobby Robinson, Jets team total over 2.5. Teddy B says Jim, South Dakota has the best weed. Trust me, I will come to South Dakota and find that out. Tomar says, I think money will come on Milwaukee because they're so much deeper. Boston looked very tired in the 4th. Brown couldn't even shoot free throws. But Ken Peacock saying, yes, BC, Canada, amazing for weed. Tomar says, I still think Boston wins. Good. Yes, I am on the Predators to win this series. I didn't make that bet, though, because I got futures on the Predators that I pushed on you guys on, I don't know, November, December. I'm on the over 5.5, -113, and the Predators on the puck line, -1.5 at +195. In 5 regular season meetings, they scored 42 goals, these two teams. Now, I know things can change a lot, and that's why the market's hanging at 5.5 and not hanging a 6. My man Carlos Perot saying DC has crack, and yes, they do. Yes, they do. Every city has crack, and so you know. Jeffrey Hernandez says, come to LA like Kendrick and Dre say, women, weed, weather. I feel you there, man. Brent Brooks is on the same plays as me, and that gives me enormous amount of confidence. There's nobody hotter in the NHL capping game than my man Brent Brooks. You should follow him on Twitter. He's on these plays as well. That gives me a ton of confidence. Jets were 2nd in the NHL in goals. Predators were 7th. Nashville was 2nd in the league. Fewest goals allowed. Winnipeg was 5th. Jets looked very good in their 4-1 series win over Minnesota. Scheifele scored 4 goals. Hellebuck had a 1.93 goals against average, 924 save percentage. Predators team just has so much depth. And I think the Avalanche are better than the Wild, so they had a tougher test there. And can you believe Austin Watson and Colton Sissons led this team in points? When you're getting that kind of production from Bonino and Watson and Sissons, I don't think you can beat this team. I don't. And if they get that kind of production, this team could win the Stanley Cup. The only teams I think that can beat the Predators, obviously, I mean, everybody is on this Vegas train, and why wouldn't they be? But for me, the 3 teams that can beat this Predators team, maybe, are the Penguins, the Bruins, and the Jets. And now they face the Jets. What is Brent Brooks on Twitter? Brent, hook these guys up with your Twitter so you can get followed. He's just hitting, and he went 4 for 4 again last night. He had Vegas and Pittsburgh, and Vegas team total over, Pittsburgh team total over. Guy's a fucking, he's brilliant NHL handicapper. King Rail saying Knights undefeated in playoffs. They're an extremely special hockey team. No doubt about it. All right. Pekka Rinne did not look very good until that 5-0 shutout. Hopefully got some confidence from that. But I'm on the Predators, -1.5 plus 195, and the over 5.5 -113. Now, all we have to do is cap these last two ball games here. I'm on the Mets run line. I believe in DeGrom, and we have a few more minutes. There's I believe Big Man is doing a show on the draft coming up here in about 21 minutes. So stick around and check out Big Man breaking down the draft. But Ziggy Ball says Capitals blew it. The Penguins are extreme. I mean, Crosby is just the most special player that we've had since Gretzky and Lemieux. There's no doubt about it. He's extremely special. And they say he's not the best player in the NHL. Maybe McDavid's the fastest player in the NHL. But Crosby is the best player in the NHL. Yes, Mally Mall saying Preds over as well. And Teddy B saying Preds, trust me, veteran teams get the job done. I'm with you guys. I'm on the Preds. Joshua Gray believing in my action down here with the Costa Rican ladies. I have to pay for them, Joshua. That's the sad truth. And Native Queen, God, just you guys are just you mean so much to our show. Ziggy Ball wondering how the Caps will recover. Let's move on and cap these last two baseball games and then shut down and begin the weekend, which I'm so excited about doing. I'm on the Mets -1.5 at +104. Game time 61 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing in sideways at 9 miles per hour. Nice. Ziggy Ball's picks are Cleveland -1.5. I'm on that. Also, Astros -1.5. I'm not. Mets -1.5. I'm on that. Nice. I'm on 2 of 3. He says Indians and Astros have been struggling. I think Kluber and Keuchel will be great. And DeGrom has owned the Padres. And, of course, he's fading Richards. I like that here. My man Parlay Poppy is on the Dodgers today. And we're going to get to that game. Nice. He's on the Dodgers. Let's get to that. Dan Kelly, Sid, the no longer the kid. Man, Parlay Poppy says, come to LA and visit. I will lend you one of my females for wristbands to IFBC. Oh, Parlay Poppy, you got your, I'm going to get you a day pass. I'm locking it down right now. Parlay Poppy, I will get you a day pass. You are such an asset to our show. There's no way that you won't get one. That goes for King Rail too. Rich Banks, you guys are all getting day passes for sure. Lunar Star saying, would you like Rays or Boston, Jimmy? I think Rays might do it. Very, very high. I'm on Rays first 5. Okay, DeGrom is a 2.53 ERA, 1.03 whip through 32 innings, 40 Ks, 8 walks. DeGrom is also 2-1 at Petco with a 2.14 ERA in 3 starts. Opposing hitters are hitting 214 against DeGrom, all right? And San Diego hitters as a group are hitting 221 on the season. DeGrom's going to mow these motherfuckers down. He has a 2-1 career record against San Diego with a 1.93 ERA in 4 starts. Maybe the play is just to take San Diego team total under. And let's see what we get there. San Diego team total under 3 at -126. Parlay Poppy says, hooray! 1 free 200 bet on me. Oh, man, we're going to make some big bets down there. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to hang with you, Parlay Poppy. Maybe is that the play, you guys? I think that's the play. I think that's the play. Can you guys come in and let me know if you think that I should jump on that play as well? Taking the Padres team total under. Oh, but Jeffrey Hernandez says DeGrom is a day pitcher. Interesting. Luna Master saying, Master Jimmy, teach me the way for that shall not sin. Kevin K says, San Diego is the league's highest strikeout rate, clocking in a near embarrassing 28%. Jeffrey Hernandez says, Mets fan here. He doesn't pitch great at night. Oh, wow. Everyone's saying DeGrom is a day pitcher. God damn. Okay. Shit. Well, I'm still going to... Okay, well, thank you for that. I won't take Padres team total under. Thank you for coming in on that. I am still going to take the Mets on the run line. Now the Padres do get Eric Hosmer back, but the Padres have a 188 career batting average against DeGrom with a 220 on base percentage. Richards does not look good since that impressive opening day start, which I believed in him on that day. 5.67 ERA, 1.63 whip through 27 innings, 22 Ks, 13 walks. Opening day started for the first time in his career, responded, pitched great. 1 run on 6 hits. Since then, he hasn't gone farther than 5 innings over his last 4 starts, giving up 16 runs, 25 hits, 12 walks in 20 innings. That's a 7.20 ERA, 1.85 whip. Richards has a 2-4 lifetime record against the Mets with a 4.41 ERA. Mets have a career 271 batting average against Richards. Now, Mets are not hitting lefties well, 225, 620 OPS, but Richards does not look good, and Padres just aren't hitting anybody. I am on the Mets, -1.5. And finally, I'm staying off this Dodgers-Giants game, but I lean over. Final game of the day to cap, Dodgers at Giants. I lean over. Game time 10:57 Fahrenheit. Wind blowing out strongly over center field, 15 miles per hour. Rios look great. 1.99 ERA, 0.88 whip, 22 2/3, 27 Ks, 9 walks. Supposedly, he got really up for Scherzer, the battle against Scherzer. Will he get up for Derek Holland? I doubt it. He's a 4-6 record with 3.38 ERA in 12 starts versus the Giants. Holland, 4.98 ERA, 1.06 whip, 21 2/3, 22 Ks, 7 walks. Holland was on the losing end. He's already pitched against the Giants. They lost 5-0. He allowed 5 runs, only 3 earned in 5 innings. Gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, struck out 4. Dodgers can't hit lefties, aren't hitting lefties. That's sort of why I'm not on this over. But goddamn, I feel like it's so low that my lean is to take the over. Oh man, Wizards are already up 12-4. Thank God I didn't take first quarter, or I would hate myself. They've scored 16 points in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That is not good. Very bad for my under. God damn it. Atlanta's already put a run on Nola. Let's see. Totals. Sorry. Just a quick look at this over and see if any of you guys are coming in on it. Lean under, says Parlay Poppy. Says Dodgers will be fine. And Parlay saying these Dodgers bats are on Ambien as well. Juicy Toast say Kentucky Derby field wide open. I don't think it is wide open, Juicy Toast. Justify is the best horse I've seen since American Pharoah. They've already given him the nickname that was Secretariats. I've not seen anybody run, even in his training sessions, since now if he gets he hasn't run in a big field yet, so if he gets a post on the 15, 16, 17 or down to the right towards 20, then that will be a problem. But if he gets an okay post, he's just a phenomenal horse. Okay, we've already Native Queen repeating her bets. Wonderful bets. I'll repeat them quickly. Let me just take a quick look at this total. Oh, it's an 8. Yeah, I won't bother with the over, but that is my lean. Eric Griffo. This is for Eric Griffo. These are Native Queen's thoughts. We'll end with the Oracle. Native Queen's plays. Detroit, Baltimore score in first. Yes. Detroit score first. Detroit, Baltimore first 5 over. Atlanta score in first. Yes. First 5 under. St. Louis score. Oh, and she already hit that. Atlanta's already scored in the first. God, the Oracle's incredible. Look at that. Already scored in the first. Wow. And Texas has already put 2 on Stroman. What's wrong with Stroman, man? God damn. Tampa Bay's already put 2 on. Yes, on Pomerantz. Good. Let's get this fucking paper. I need it bad. I need it fucking bad. When's the position drawing? I mean, usually it's on Wednesdays, but they do it early for the Derby. God, I should know that. And post position is everything, Joe D says. Oh, man. I mean, we saw it last year. I mean, Always Dreaming had that perfect spot on the rail. We knew there was going to be just a huge... There's so much banging into each other on those late posts. I can't wait to do that show. Okay, sorry. Native Queen's already cashing her plays. I'm going to read it out, and then we're going to go. So I've given you Atlanta score first. Yes, already hit. First 5 under. St. Louis score first. St. Louis first 5 money line. Washington score first. Washington first 5. You guys, thank you. Loshak, my man, the legend, get better. Rest in your treehouse. Enjoy your lean Courvoisier and prune juice. Man, you guys mean so much to us. Thank you so much for being a part of the Low Bag family. We're all going to get fucked up in Vegas. I'm going to get fucked up right now. And it's been a very interesting week. Difficult to do these shows without Pete, but thank you guys for making it so much easier. Stick around. Big Man is doing a show on the football draft. Stick around and check it out. Let's get this fucking paper. Leche, Alos bookmakers, have a great weekend. We will see you guys on Monday night. Get that paper and stay emptied. Bang.